Alrighty, team. So this is just kind of a recap of what we went over in this last week's lesson. Obviously, when we sit down to practice, we're going to do our finger exercises first. Do each of those, 5-10 times through, really get those fingers warmed up. Then we're going to be working on the strumming. Very simple. And we're going to be working on a little bit of transitions as well. So when you first sit down to start your strumming practice, we're just going to start on the G chord. So you guys will have that in your chord chart. And we're going to start with 4 down strums. Then 4 up strums. Then down up. So down, up, down, up. Do that probably about 5 times through each. So once we're done with that, we're going to work on down, down, up, down. Once you feel comfortable with all of that, we're going to start working on some transitions. So we're going to be going from G to C to D, then back to C and back to G. So those 3 chords. So we're going to go down, down, up, down, then to C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, back to C, down, down, up, down. And just keep running through that until you feel like those transitions are smooth. Again, if you're having trouble with your transitions, break it down by each finger. Figure out where your problem is. A good rule of thumb for me when working on transitions is number 1, not picking your fingers too far up off of the strings. A lot of the time when we're first starting, we play the G and then we're here and we're like, oh, where's the C chord again? Really work on each chord, knowing exactly where the fingers go, and then kind of move into your transitions. You can always use your middle finger as a rule of thumb for this one. So on the G, your middle finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the E string. And then when you go to C, your middle finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the D string. And then for D, your middle finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the high E string. And if you do that and you know your anchor point with the middle finger, the rest of the fingers around that will kind of fall into place. It makes it a little bit easier for the transitions. Also, feel free to come up with your own strumming patterns. Again, kind of keeping the wrist loose and not being too rigid like a robot like this. You don't want to just be hinging at the elbow the entire time. Kind of let your wrist flow, and if you're going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, and just kind of having fun with it. Just play around, get that motion and those transitions fluid, and then next week we'll hop in on starting to kind of learn a song together and putting some chords to a tune there. So I'll see you guys next week.